Come on all the way in. Circle around back here behind me, please. Maybe everybody in.
Is Trevor on a single page?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
They won't be here that long. Guys, I'm going to move the chairs around a little bit. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's do that. Okay, I'd like to welcome you into a portion of the house, and most of the furniture in this house did belong to the lighthouse keepers. And one thing you'll find out about the lighthouse keepers is they're very, very possessive of their belongings. They don't like to have a mess with too much. Not too long ago, well, a few months ago, this showcase over here had a manual light. And we used to have it on during the ghost tours. And the guy would come in, he would have to go behind this partition here, and grab a key, and go over there, open up the door, unlock the door, manually turn the light on, then he'd have to take the key back. Well, at the end of the tour, when everybody was gone, he'd have to turn the light off. So he'd go over, he'd get the key, and all of a sudden he heard this. He comes back around the board. Nobody else was in the building. He was all by himself. He looks at the chair and he was like convincing himself that the chair had not moved. So he went over and he put the chair back. He goes over, he unlocks the cabinet, he turns off the light. In total darkness, he walks from that back around here. He starts to hang the key up and all of a sudden he heard oh, by the way, he quit shortly thereafter.
Check it out.
I'll tell you, one of the first tours I took in here, honestly, what happened is we talked about them not liking to have their chairs moved. So as the group started to leave the room, everybody pulled the chairs away from the table. As we got downstairs, we were down the basement, all of a sudden we heard exactly this. And all the chairs went like that. They all came run up, and guess what? All the chairs were in a precise position around the table, quite unlike they left them. And of course the house was locked, so you can get out, but nobody can get in. Yes, they were so excited about having that paranormal experience. Not too long after that, we had a couple come in here during quiet time. The gentleman sat down in the chair, the woman stepped over there to take a picture of him. A woman who was not part of the couple stood up here behind him. And she was standing there. All of a sudden, Meredith and a group of people who were down in the basement heard this noise, these chairs flying across the room, and this woman screaming. So they come running up the staircase, and there's the wife standing over there in a full-blown panic attack. Another woman standing here with a grin ear to ear, and the husband sitting over there in the fireplace. Right there. They come around the room and go, what happened? Of course, no one could talk was the woman standing here grinning to ear, and she says, well, it's so funny. The wife went to take a picture of the husband, and all of a sudden the chairs were flying across the room, and Meredith goes, but how did he get up in the fireplace? He looks up and he goes, well, I figured whatever's out there I could get them and I could make my escape. So ladies, if you're counting on your husband tonight to protect you, don't.
She said you ain't gonna help me.
I'm on my own, man. I'm on my own. You're on your own, girl.
I got you at home. Yeah.
So that's some of the things you went, oh, we had a little girl in here the other night. She was a teenager and she had these real high knee socks on. And it was quiet time. We were getting ready to end it for the night. She was sitting here at the table. She goes, all I wanted to have was one paranormal experience. Just one. And all of a sudden she jumped up. Ah! We go, what happened? Her knee socks were jerked from her knees all the way down to her ankles. And it was that moment at a time. Both of them would slide down her legs and jerk down to her ankles. And she was like, okay, I've had one back. We never know what's going to happen in here, okay?
So, hey, can we move the chairs?
Sure.